is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
If you're just tuning in and this is the first sort of radio experience you've had today, unfortunate news this morning. One Direction's Liam Payne passed away overnight in Buenos Aires, and there are so many heartbroken fans. One Direction, it's one of those bands like the Beatles,
yes,
or like Oasis, that really means so much to people of a certain generation.
Absolutely, Swanee. The fandom for boy bands is a different kind of fan.
I agree.
It's really like next level.
Because often it's the first boy that makes you realise that you're capable of those sorts of feelings.
Yeah, of course it would be.
They really mean something.
And I should say at the start of the show, I said it's extremely sad, especially as he has a child. He doesn't have a
doesn't have a daughter.
He has a son.
He's got a son called Bear with Cheryl Cole. Anyway, as is their kind of usual way of going about things, some publishing websites have published and released images of Liam Payne after he'd passed away. And I can't think of anything that's worse taste than that.
Yeah, it's pretty bottom of the barrel stuff.
It really, really is. And Alessia Cara, I think, is probably only one voice of millions. Well, of course, we got to know her from her work on the first Moana film. The second one's coming out, by the way. Yes. What a song.
What a voice.
Whoa. She involved in the second one?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure, though, but I don't think she is.
That's a shame. But she has called out these websites, TMZ in particular, and just said, you are absolutely disgusting. And we agree.
Yeah.
With that.
It's a shame as well, because once that sort of image gets released, it's now all over X and it's already been circulated.
Of course. It never goes away. What was that? That was the scariest thing I ever learnt about the internet. Whatever you put on there never goes away.
It ain't getting deleted.
Why is that, by the way? How can that be? Surely everything is able to be deleted.
But how do you delete just one image?
I don't know.
That's been posted by so many different accounts, etc. There would have to be a way nowadays.
That's true, yeah. It's shared once and then it's never...
on several accounts. But it's funny because there's been sports stars who have had images released and suddenly they're a part of big they're a part of big corporations, and those images somehow get all removed and deleted.
So that's the thing.
So there obviously really is a way.
There's ways to get rid of it. So... thoughts, are with you if you were a massive Liam Payne fan, because today is a very, very sad day. Change of pace, project style. This photograph really piqued my interest. It's of a house roof in a Perth suburb called Jindalee.
Looks like a roof you'd see in a Colorbond ad.
It does. It's a very nice, brand new cream Colorbond corrugated iron roof. And sitting atop it is not a chimney.
No.
It's not a Halloween decoration. It is a spa. One of those spas that probably were made famous on Big Brother.
Yeah,
where
totally.
very, very naughty things happen. It is sitting on top of this house, and all the neighbours saw it and they were like, what is going on? And there was some sort of suspicion that, the installer had put it there. Anyway, the installer has responded to the 9 News post of his handiwork, it turns out. He says, well, it looks like my work is getting some unexpected attention. For everyone asking, yes, I did the job as agreed, but unfortunately, the client refused to pay after the work was completed. While I don't normally handle disagreements like this, I had to get creative. And that is where the spa ended up. That said, I always strive to deliver top quality service for my clients. And if you're looking for someone who gets the job done right and makes sure payment terms are respected, reach out to myself or HP Transportation Proprietary Limited. He would have had to have forklifted that onto the roof.
Right?
You're not just picking that up and hurling it on there.
Shout out to the good people of Perth, because that stuff just doesn't happen enough anymore.
It's so spiteful.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
well, hasn't Dua Lipa set everyone on the trail of unique food combinations?
Yes.
Since she introduced us all to her jalapeno and pickle Diet Coke hack.
Which wasn't awful.
I really liked it.
I could, a couple sips I could do. As I started to try to drink the full cup, it got too much, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
But I reckon if you had it in like a short, like a whiskey glass, lots of ice, I think it'd be really delicious.
You're right. In like a martini glass even.
Yeah. Just, savour it. Kelly Clarkson has had the great Liam Hemsworth on her show, and she's asked him, does he have any weird food combinations that he likes?
Any odd foods for you that you like?
Yeah, peanut butter and onion sandwiches. And I know it's weird, but I had one of my favourite movies as a child was this film called Little Monsters, which in that movie he wakes up in the middle of the night and goes and makes this sandwich, which is peanut butter and onions. Hold on.
Exactly.
They're not the kind of onions that I used to use. No, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. It's no good.
I reckon exactly what you just said in the song. He's been served brown onions, which are real spicy, and maybe he has a red onion in it,
I would
which is
think
quite
so.
Sweet.
Also, what do you think about the combo of him and Laura Dern? Because they're currently doing the press trail for their Netflix rom-com Lonely Planet.
There's a big age difference one, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'll be watching that.
Same, because I love her, but I would never think to put those two together. Like, it was quite surprising.
I love her too.
And I love him. He's a great dude.
Do you think that'll be sort of hot, the two of them together? I do.
I mean, him, yes. Her, bit mum vibe for me, but that's cool.
Well, yes, she's exactly the same age as Wendy. So that's why you get the
So I'm not going to
vibe.
get,
Do you have any weird food combos that you love?
Oh.
Because I like the sound of this peanut butter and onion. It reminds me of my gran used to make a fantastic sandwich, which was just tomato and onion, which sounds like a normal combo, but it was big pieces of raw onion and fresh tomato, also cut really big, and white bread, and it was bloody delicious.
No, I don't. I'm a bit of a snob like that.
Do you ever have peanut butter and Vegemite together?
No.
Oh, God, it's stunning. I have it every time.
Really?
Yep, every time I have peanut butter.
I was somewhere the other day and someone ordered Vegemite and Avo. And I was just
that's a thing. That's a thing.
Well, it shouldn't be a thing.
Well, it is. I love how angry you are. You are angry like this Reddit article depicts this vendor. Mm-hmm. Someone was selling a house. They sold the house, and then right before they handed over the keys, there's time between buying it. Yeah. 30 days, 60 days, whatever, the settlement. The new owners get the keys. They walk in. The entire house, every surface has been painted pale pink.
Oh, that is so irritating.
And it's so vengeful. What for? That would have cost a fortune. Getting stuff painted is expensive. So this vendor, the person that's selling the house, has put in money just to be spiteful.
Yeah, to hate on them.
And also it's illegal.
Make them paint it back. I'd go to the real estate agent and file a suit and make them paint it back to white.
But don't you wonder what makes people tick? Like, what price vengeance?
I mean, vengeance can be fun.
You are evil.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next, and make sure you tune in to Quick Draw, Swanee, because a couple of the gals from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City are on.
Oh, fantastic.
And they are fantastic.
I still haven't watched that.
You must.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.